Two former LMPD officers, Joshua Janes and Kyle Meany, will appear in front of a federal judge today after being indicted again in the Breonna Taylor case. This is what's called a superseding indictment. It was filed earlier this month. It accuses the two of them of depriving Breonna Taylor of her rights, with Janes facing additional charges of conspiracy and falsifying records. Meany is charged with making a false statement to investigators. That's because prosecutors say Janes falsified the warrant that led officers to Taylor's home, and Meany then approved it knowing it was full of information that was inaccurate. They are expected to appear virtually for their first hearing on these new charges. Now, all of this comes as another former LMPD detective is facing his own retrial in the Breonna Taylor case. A jury will be seated today in the federal retrial of Britt Hankison.
According to court officials, there are now just 36 people left in the jury pool, which once stood at 150. Hankison is accused of violating Breonna Taylor's civil rights when he fired blindly into her apartment during a raid in March of 2020. This will be the third trial for Hankison. He's never been convicted, but family and friends of Breonna Taylor are looking for a different outcome this time.
We want the state of Kentucky, the jurors, to listen to the evidence, listen to the facts, and just do the right thing.
Former U.S. prosecutors and attorneys who are not involved in this case have previously told us that prosecutors face an uphill battle to convince a jury to convict Hankison on a third go-around. We're told even if the jury is finalized and sworn in today, the retrial wouldn't begin until Monday. To read more about Hankison's previous cases or Janes and Meany's original indictment, you can find these stories under the Breonna Taylor case tab on our homepage.
6:03 now. Several families are displaced this morning after an apartment fire in Bullitt County. These are the Landmark Court apartments in Shepherdsville. Shepherdsville Fire tells us they believe the fire started on the first floor of the stairwell in the middle of the complex. Our crews were there, as you see, as firefighters combed through that building, putting out hot spots and removing items that could smolder or reignite. Around 25 people live there, and we're told all made it out.
Everyone's accounted for. All residents are accounted for. We transported 5 people who went to the Louisville hospital with smoke inhalation. I think one of them had an ankle injury.
The American Red Cross is helping house those displaced by that fire.
In one small Kentucky town, people are grieving after a house fire there killed several people. It happened early yesterday morning in downtown Carrollton. WHAS11's Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie have the details.
Emotion still raw. In Carrollton, a small Kentucky town of about 4,000, hundreds of neighbors are grieving at this vigil outside the hospital.
In a little town, just about everybody knows everybody.
Authorities say they believe this house fire killed multiple family members. But as of Thursday night, no deaths have been confirmed by police.
I said it has to be something bad to be that close.
Thursday evening, the Carroll County Memorial Hospital held a vigil to grieve the lives lost. Campbellsville residents Iva and Roger Onan say in times of tragedy, they expect the community to lean on one another.
It brings out the best in people, and that's what you want to see.
Smoke still smoldering late into the day.
Be advised, it is fully engulfed. We do have a female still in the house.
One neighbor captured the 2-story home engulfed in flames around 6 a.m.
All units be advised, I have unit 1 pulling a child out of the back door. He needs assistance and equipment.
A 3-year-old girl was rescued by a police officer near the back door of the home. She was airlifted to Louisville for treatment, but the status of her condition is still unknown. In Carrollton, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11, on your side.
Carroll County Schools will have grief counselors on site for students who knew the family in that home. The district superintendent said he called the directors of the Ohio Valley Education Cooperative to send a crisis response team to help students and teachers.
There is a tragedy in a community. They will come in and work with teachers or kids. They'll push in and support. I think some of the plan was when the teachers come back tomorrow was to have that extra person in the room to help answer questions or to provide counseling, or to even, if a child is really struggling, to take that child, into a quiet place so that they can work with the student.
Arson investigators with the state police and state fire marshal's office are also looking into the cause of that fire.
People in Corridon are preparing a special memorial for Bryce Gerlach tonight. The Corydon Central football player was shot and killed near Harvest Homecoming Saturday night. He would have celebrated his senior night tonight and will be honored during the game's ceremony. Gates open at Corydon at 5, at Corydon Central, at 5, and the ceremony is at 6:30. Silver Creek will be selling bracelets in honor of Gerlach, with proceeds going to his family. A visitation is set for tomorrow at First Capital Christian Church in Corydon from 9 until 11, with a funeral service after. If you'd like to donate to the Gerlach family's GoFundMe, you can find it on our homepage. Just click on the links mentioned in Newscast link.